you want to go back to Syria?
I think you should start the question like, do you feel at home in the Netherlands?
Yeah. Did you feel Dutch? And I was like, I kind of, yeah, but not, I can never be Dutch.
Okay, now for the Arab audience, do you feel Dutch?
It's difficult to say yes.
Or do you feel Syrian?
So Emad, we've been talking for half an hour, preparing for the while Julian was figuring out different topics, all your Syrian adventures, depressions, society. No, but I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you.
I just met you 2 months ago when you reached out to me and invited me for your own show, or not own show. You work at radio,
Yeah, at
Red
our
Light.
show, at the Monday show on the Red Light Jazz Radio.
Red Light Jazz Radio. So I came there. I talked a little bit. It was nice.
But truth to be told, I know you way longer than that.
But
I think we've met one time way before with Mikhail, with a mutual friend. And I think that was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I've, of course, tried your hummus like way back then. But like we haven't been really in contact and in touch.
I think, yeah, one time maybe I was still on the bike. Mikhail ordered
Yeah.
to the radio or something, or he was living close there.
Close. It was in Damstraat.
Damsterdam.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's good to be known.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been following your story for a long time.
How do you have any remarks or
It was.
Or what's your opinion, maybe?
inspirational.
Huh?
Like I was inspired by it. Like at so many times. Like there were also so many points where I could relate to it. And also like I like how emotionally you do it. Like because like you're really trying to be transparent with the people you know. Like it's really normal for you to post a story like while you're crying and telling a story. This is something that's not common in our culture.
No, not even the Western culture, I would say. But
So without knowing you, I felt that I knew you. Like you know.
Habibi, thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Great compliment.
You're welcome.
Do you cry?
Of course, everyone. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
When was the last time?
In Boom.
Boom Festival?
Yeah, it was intense at some moments. And
When was that? Like few weeks ago?
it was last week.
Last week?
It wasn't.
Oh, you
that
just
long
came
ago.
fresh.
I just came fresh. I'm still recovering. Yeah.
Crying from happiness, sadness.
It's a mixed feeling between both. Like it was really intense at some points, and then it was, I think, a cry of relief.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us more. What was the moment? What's
It was more after a workshop, inner work.
Mhm.
So, like, it was helping you get all the emotions you have buried inside with a guided meditation and stuff.
Beautiful.
Extremely spiritual for us.
No, beautiful. I've
Yeah.
been to Boom 2 times, and
One of the best places.
me too.
The feeling where like you have, it's like a small city eventually. It feels like.
Yeah. I got the feeling of a little bit of what they say like Burning Man is. It's like you
Yeah.
live there for a while, and it felt like
It is because
we're like monkeys on a
you're
village.
living there. Oh, I had this talk with they had like a spaceship Earth place, and that's where they do talks about how everything is organized in the festival and like the regeneration of the soil and how they keep it like sustainable as possible. And the woman was like, "Yeah, during the whole year we have animals here, just like donkeys, sheep, and stuff, and they are always like in the boomland." And then I was like, "Oh, and now you take them all off during the festival?" And she was like, "Yeah, now we have you.
We are the new animals.
We have the new."
Yeah. Interesting.
True.
Yeah.
50,000 people.
And tell us a bit about you, like maybe small summary. Where did you come from?
My journey.
Yeah. Summary from Syria to radio to Boom, or to radio Red Light.
Yeah.
Red Light.
So I came to the Netherlands 2017. Yeah, and since then, like I started learning Dutch and I started meeting people instantly. Then I started university, started studying. I did the computer science, and now I'm doing my master's, almost done. I also worked as a photo and videographer. There was a point where I was working in short movies and like cinema related stuff with many directors. That was fun. But like at some point I decided I just want to do something for my own without being attached like to a bigger team. So I switched to just being like a freelance photo and videographer. I mostly do concerts. A lot of the Arabic events that happen in the Netherlands, I'm the one photographing it. Tours.
For example, do you have some names?
Lately we had Too Late, I think, and Hamza Namira, Disco Arabesco, Disco Masar.
I'm so disconnected from the like Arab community or the things.
It's insane. It's way bigger than you think.
Yeah.
Like,
And also
the
for
last Disco Arabesco was last Saturday, and it was like 1,500 people.
yeah.
And they were like all Arabs. It felt like, oh, where are we now?
Do you know if for some point, like as a refugee here, or you have this phase where I don't want to have anything with my community, and
I get that.
I had
Wait,
that phase, and then I ended up with Hummus and Habibis, and I got really busy with it. So slowly now I'm trying to reconnect and like talk to people like you or reconnect with the Arab community and finding the cool people or people that I can resonate with.
Yeah, same for me. Same for me.
Amazing.
Exactly. Like for Disco Arabesco, normally I'm just working with them and I'm doing the videos for them. And yeah, but last time I thought that I would be on vacation, so I told him like, yeah, I won't be able to do it this time. So he had someone else. So I had the pleasure just go there and party with friends, and it was so fun. I was like, I have
Yeah.
like for me, I haven't been in an Arabic party for the last 3 years, I think, without working at it.
Yeah, there's something about connecting with someone from Syria and
It's
having
very
fun with that person.
nostalgic.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
you can talk without talking. You can feel their eyes. Like the
it's
fun
very
that-
nostalgic.
yeah.
Yeah, and then after deciding to be like on my own as a freelancer, I worked for a while with Vluchtelingenwerk Nederland, refugee help. So we were making like all the video content for the websites and Instagram and social media. And there was a time where I worked with NTR, Net in Nederland, also. It's Holland الآن.
Me too. I also worked there. I had my internship.
Oh, really? Oh, so you know.
was in Hilversum.
Yeah. Oh, you know
But-
Madlon, like,
yep.
Olan. Yeah, oh, nice.
And also, like last week, they just came. They are doing like a documentary series about successful stories. So they also
Oh, that's amazing.
they were just here to made an interview with me, my father.
Small world.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing that again with them in September,
Yeah.
from September to December. And yeah, lastly, it's like super random how I got into the radio. A friend of mine, like, he's also Syrian, but he's new here, and he was looking like for voluntary work somewhere. So he was like at the Vrijwilligers Centraal, the website where you can see all the voluntary work options. And he just looked and he told me like, yo, this is maybe something for you. They were looking for a floor manager at the radio. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Because I'm into media.
Sure. The red.
Yeah,
Red
the
Light
Red Light Jazz Radio. And I just applied and I got an email the same day. I went there, I saw them, and they were like super friendly. And eventually they are like, yeah, we have a new show coming up on Monday, and it's like with two people that are not from Amsterdam but living in Amsterdam, which is me too. And he said like, yeah, you can join the team. And then we joined the team and it became the Monday show.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So it's only Monday in the radio, or is it other
No,
days?
our show is on Monday, but we have also two different shows, one on Wednesday and one on Friday.
Okay. What's called your show?
The Monday show.
The Monday show.
Yeah.
Any theme? What's
Yeah, so basically we do each week a new topic. So like yesterday it was about activism, and then we invite guests that are knowledgeable with this topic and we start talking about it.
okay? Also, so you pick
So
a topic.
each week is a different topic.
Topic.
Yes. When you were, I think it was identity.
Huh.
Yeah.
I came as like duh.
Yeah. Your week was identity.
was strong, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we talked about Dutch, they were asking me, "Do you feel Dutch?" And I was like, "I kind of yeah, but not. I can never be Dutch."
Okay, now for the Arab audience, do you feel Dutch?
Yeah, it's difficult to say yes.
Yeah.
It's
I
very
know.
very difficult to say yes.
But do you feel Syrian?
Not a fully yes, but more yes than.
What are you then?
Huh?
What are you?
I'm a dimensionary experience of God source. Yeah, I'm a mix of things.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
That's
course, when life
great.
forced you to move in very like critical age, I had to leave when I was 18. So you're like really moved from your roots, thrown away somewhere else. So it's like, but these first 18 years are very strong, are stronger than from 18 to 30, let's say.
I think because these are where your personality like gets shaped the way it's gonna stay for you all.
Yeah.
But I think till 21, not
Yeah.
even.
Slowly, this
Yeah.
is, so I would say more, I'm like like, I don't know, what do they say? Earth being. Like I try to, that also affected my politics, my religion, everything. So it's not only about, do I feel Dutch or feel Syrian? who am I as a person itself? Like where's my personality rooted?
Yeah.
Because some people will go, I want to fight for my country. No, I don't want to fight
I
for my
don't wanna
country
fight for my
because I don't have
I wanna
my
live at
country.
peace in my country.
Yeah,
Or like at the place I'm being
exactly. And yeah.
in my country.
Do you want to go back to Syria? Another question you get, like, do you feel that? Are you happy here? Do you want to go back? But
I think you should start the question like, do you feel at home in the Netherlands?
yeah. Do you feel at home in the Netherlands?
That's a boomerang question.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes yes, but like a lot of times no. Like I feel if I'm away from the Netherlands for a while, like if I'm on vacation or on a tour or something, then I miss being at home in the Netherlands. But then when I'm here for a longer time, I feel like that doesn't feel like home.
Yeah.
You know, because like you're not fully Dutch and you're never gonna be fully Dutch, even if you speak the language, even if you have Dutch friends. But like, yeah, you can't just be Dutch.
No.
And at the same point, yeah, at the same time, do you feel Syrian? I don't know either.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, that's why I like places like Bali, for example. I was there last year.
Yeah,
And I'm going soon.
me too.
It is like, this like pot that can a lot of people like us, the homeless in a sense, or people who kind of outgrow. Yeah, you can melt somewhere. You can find your tribe, your village, but it's not easy.
Because I think because like Bali, because I was there last year too, and it's
Are you following me or what's?
I'm following. I was there in February. When did you go?
September before
Beautiful. Oh, before me. Okay.
or yeah, depends on the year.
Yeah. Anyways, I think at Bali it's more of a mix because like here we are the outsiders in the Dutch community, you know. But like in Bali, everyone is an outsider at that place.
At that, yeah.
So they make a new community.
There's some sort of equality or like
Yeah.
or starting point.
Yes.
That's,
yeah. And also I think it's the sun because like for me the sun is a big factor. Like whenever I wake up here, I'm always tired and I don't want to do anything. When you go somewhere sunny, you're like full of energy.
Yeah, as a Syrian, for other people it would be the opposite. Like
Well,
fun,
doesn't
be annoying.
pictures.
I know that you're a Christian. Have you ever felt like in Syria, talking about like minority, majority? So as a Christian in Syria, you're also a minority. Let's say 10%. Have you ever felt, oh no, I also don't belong here. I'm Christian, or no? Syrian was the basis. Religion was on the side, and you were no, I'm Syrian anyway.
I think at some point, yeah, religion was kind of on the side. It was never 100% on the side, of course. But so many times, like, because like we live in kind of a more conservative community, especially like for Christians. So like we have a bit of a Christian circle. And this is like
Also
people
difficult to cross the wall of Christians.
Definitely, like we had like, for example, for me when I was a kid, I had like our group friends was like 16 to 20 kids and boys and girls, and like our parents were all friends, and we would all go to the same swimming pool, and we had like subscriptions for the whole year, so we would be there like the whole year. And on Friday, all the families are gonna come there, and they are gonna just order food from the same place, and we're gonna eat all together. So like this is the sort of community you're living in, you know. So you're kind of in a bubble, I think, from the rest of the society there, like this.
Yeah, unless if you get up, I think when you get a bit older as a Christian or as a Muslim or whatever, then you reach out to the cool people and you break this like wall.
Exactly. That was when we went to the university in Syria.
And then you mingle with other religions and sects, and then you feel, oh, they are cool. We
exactly. Like, okay, yeah, why? Yeah, we can be friends. And then we started going out together and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's fun. Like we still have like Muslim friends, of course. Everyone does, and it's fun. Like I wouldn't look at the person by his religion, but like it's more the way he treats and respect me, and I respect him. I think like if I treat you well and I respect you, then it's
basic stuff.
Those are like the basis for a good relationship.
I love this girl. I think maybe the first or second. I think was 14 or something. And do you know in Syria like mishwar or something? So it's like the girls will walk and the guys will walk. We will walk together, but we are not together.
Yeah.
Something like this. Not in a creepy way, but like she knows that we are walking together, but we cannot be next to each other. And I don't know, we had this kind of, we dated each other without talking for like a month or something. But then it was like, no, I'm Christian. My family will be really angry. And then she broke my heart.
Oh, that happens. That happens
No,
way too often.
But I was really lucky. So I grew up in Latakia. So
Yeah.
Latakia has a very like interesting demographics, which is like 30% Muslims, 30% Christian, 30% Alawites.
Nice.
So it's like there's no one stronger than others or no. So always I was surrounded by Christians and Alawites and Sunni.
Yeah, House is kind
So
of
it
the
felt
same with, but so much like we were like
in
really
bubbles.
into no, but like we're also into each other because like we don't have like separate areas. Like you have in the same area, it's sometimes mixed, but
Mixed.
you also yeah.
Hmm.
I think that's why we had like a bit more conflict in homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I was lucky to be already relaxed and meeting others.
But that's
That's-
nice. Like if you grew up in a society where you can see and meet different people, then this gives you more awareness, I think, and more more like feel that you can understand these people because you've seen them living and like they are not intimidating you somehow.
Yeah, and or they are so weird from me or different.
Exactly.
The same thing about separating girls from guys in the school.
Oh, split schools.
Yeah, so we grew up in Syria where when you reach 12 years,
Yeah.
you split. You are not with girls anymore. So there's guys school and girls school.
Yeah. I don't know. We were in a private school in our city, like the school of the church.
You always had girls, huh?
And we always had girls. But like, yeah, when you look at different schools, like you see that the guys from the boys' school, like they leave a bit earlier than the girls' school, and then
So
they
we
would
can
all go there.
I was doing this. I remember I would escape the last class. I say Arabic or something. I
And
would
then
climb the wall.
they would go hunting then.
Or just like I remember I would stand outside just watching, kind of basically. It's a human nature, you know. I'm
Watching the Discovery Channel.
yeah, yeah, and that's very like harmful
It is. It is. It
for
is. I
also
think
for later for the development.
this makes it harder for you to connect. Like I've seen people, like we've had also friends that came from different backgrounds. Let's say a more strict backgrounds where they didn't have that much contact with females when they were younger. And these guys mostly had trouble talking to women because not because like they are thinking in a bad way about them, but it was more just like socially awkward for them. It was just hard. It was like embarrassing. They would feel like super shy if there is a girl next to them. Meanwhile, if you grow up in a mixed community in a mixed school, then like talking to a girl is just as easy to talking to a boy. Like I remember us, like we were running away from girls because like we wanted to have like boys time and wanted to play
Like,
as
fuck off.
boys alone.
Yeah,
And they would want to come play soccer with us. And like, no, this is a boys game. We can't
you
do
suck
this.
at it.
Yeah. And yeah,
Are you good at soccer?
no,
Um,
I wasn't one of the best.
like in Syria, usually like 90% of people are playing soccer and mostly are good at it.
Most
I
of
was
them are
really
good.
good at it.
I could have said yes, but like I'm an
You're
honest
humble.
guy. I'm an honest guy. Yeah. It wasn't.
Were you the
like-
goalkeeper?
Yes, and I broke my nose once. It was so bad. Like we were playing in this competition, like in our village, and yeah, our goalkeeper had an injury, so I had to be the goalkeeper. Like the guy was amazing. He was like the best goalkeeper I ever know in Syria. And then I had to be the goalkeeper, and then I went in, and like the first shot, poof, in my face, and I broke my nose.
Bro.
And I was like bleeding for hours, and had no idea that I broke it. I went for a surgery, I think 3 years later. Like it was also a cosmetic surgery, and then like the doctor had his light, and he looked at my nose, and he was like, "Oh, انف مرتب والله."
حياتي.
And then my mom was like, "What are you talking about? No." And he was like, "Yeah, it's just broken and it's like fixed like it كيف لحم غلط يعني." And it's like just it just didn't go back correctly and I had other problems and he was like, "Yeah, but we can fix it." So we did.
Syrian doctors, huh?
Yeah.
Can fix everything.
Yeah, but since then I can't smell. So good. So
You cannot smell now?
I would say 40%.
Hmm.
But like that's not
Enough
a bad
for you.
thing. Because I think most of the times that you know that you're smelling stuff is that when you're smelling bad stuff.
Well, you can smell good stuff.
Yeah, but that's like 20% of it. The rest percent, yeah. So I
Life has
don't
been
miss
tough
much.
on you, I see.
Life has been tough. Yeah. So many up and downs.
What do you think? Okay, would you go back to Syria?
Would I go back?
Or I think, do you get these questions from your colleagues, or after
Now
after they know that, hey, the regime fell down, that there's no dictatorship, things are a bit more promising? I will ask you, hey Emad, do you want to go back to Syria?
do I want to go back? Well, I want to, but I don't think I can. Because, like, for me, when we came here, like, my mom was just packing everything and stuff, and I was back then, no, I don't want to leave, and I would be crying and shouting at home. It's just like a baby, and I was like, I want to stay with my friends. I don't want to leave. I don't want to go there. Why you're ruining my life and stuff? But like now, I think I went back 2 years ago, I think, for a small visit, and yeah, I don't think I can live there anymore. Like, it's really a nice place to go for vacation, meet friends, like have the nostalgic feeling of knowing all the places, of visiting like your old school, your old church, your old neighborhood, and see the people you haven't seen for years. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to reintegrate in the society back there, because like it felt a bit more different. Like even the people that I knew since I was a kid and my besties and friends, um, I felt that we had something missing. Like the link was a bit cut between us, you know. Because I think the Netherlands or like Europe changes you somehow, even without you feeling it. But I realized that when I went back. I don't know, how was it for you?
Exactly the same. Like 10 years here changes you,
Yeah.
changes everyone. Actually, the only people who really struggle here, who don't change, who do not surrender to that change. If you want to fight the society here and want to stick to where you were and be frozen in time, then where you struggle.
Yeah.
Even my family, the religion's changed. My father now sits next to me and I drink and I smoke, and he changed. He had to change.
course.
Otherwise he's gonna struggle. He's gonna fight with me. He's not gonna be living here. He's not.
And
His life is
eventually
gonna
that's
be
gonna break your relationship.
exactly. So you have to adapt. You have to change. So it's impossible.
Yeah.
And so people also ask me, "Oh, do you want to go back?" Sometimes with a racist twist or kind
Yeah.
of like, "Oh, are you leaving now or what?"
Yeah. Asad is gone now. do you want to go back to Syria?
Yeah, but like the thing is, I'm not like a piece of stone. I built new roots here. Just I cannot just like cut my life and leave. I created new things that I'm busy with. I cannot just like.
Definitely.
And also the idea that I'm from somewhere and I need to go back there all the time. Like
That's it. That's it. Like, oh, you're Syrian. Do you want to go back to Syria?
it's like I'm
Maybe I want to
no.
go live in Spain. Why should I go
Yeah,
live in Syria?
exactly.
Like,
But this has always the assumption that we need to always stay at where we are born. This idea of nationality, like
Mm.
you are German, you need to stay in
you need
Germany.
to go stay in Germany. Yeah.
No,
But I think it's more about us. I think it's more about Arabs than Europeans, because like Dutch people are everywhere, and I don't think they judge each other like the way we do in that. And also back to your point, like what you said. We had a guest at the radio once, Lubna, and she said she's like originally Moroccan, and she said that in able to be able to live here, you have to embrace your roots and like be proud of your heritage and like your background, and then adapt to what you're doing here, but like never forget them. So like you can't just forget where you came from and like try to be like the open-minded European you are now.
super Dutchy.
You know,
Yeah,
like
me.
you're not gonna be Dutch ever. Like
Yeah.
no matter how long you live here.
Yeah. Of course, it's embracing the truth, which is you are not from. You don't need to mask yourself. You don't need to change. You have to stay authentic.
But like I know some people like here. They're like, oh, don't speak Arabic in public. You don't have to speak Arabic in front of Dutch people. You scare them like this. And I was like,
No,
my language is gonna scare them. Then I don't want to be with them. You know, like it's not a crime to speak Arabic.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. No, that's bringing shame, bringing guilt, and also wrong view. Like, I don't know, 1%, 5% of Dutch will think this way. Like, this, I would say it's not true.
Yeah, me
Like,
neither.
yeah. So you wouldn't go back to Syria?
To live, I don't
I would
think
say
so.
what I felt is I felt like there are other people like me that I can be friend with and I can reconnect, but I need to work hard. I need to live there to find them. I would say also especially in the capital. There's a bit more
Yeah.
like futuristic, if innovative, مثقفين شيعيين مثقفين cultural people. Like I felt like I can find my people in Damascus.
Literate people.
Yeah, I can find my people in Damascus, but
Yeah.
I need to stay there. I need to find these communities, and I feel like there's a lot of people like me and you. We are millions around the world now. There's I think 12 million displaced Syrian people.
Yeah, but
a lot of people came back, slowly coming back or planning. I already know a few guys that went back. They want to start building the country. There's this mentality.
but still, you're gonna still feel like that you're on a leash there, you know, like because like you're gonna have your own bubble of open-minded, creative people.
Sure, but isn't it?
And you're gonna be like surrounded.
Aren't you here also with your own bubble? Like if I tell you go now to Eindhoven,
Yeah.
in Eindhoven you are gonna feel very strange.
Yeah.
And you are not gonna
But
feel like belong.
I think the amount of freedom that we have here is still not
It's extreme.
completely there in
Of
Syria.
course, every culture has its own context. I mean, the same. If you go to Malaysia, your freedom is different than when you are in Netherlands, and
Definitely.
so of course there's context in the freedom. I hear you. I mean, we are used to this complete freedom that hey, I can be naked in this beach, or I can drink here, I can say whatever I want. I don't even need to think before talking.
Which sounds like completely strange to someone
From Syria.
from Syria. Like,
Yeah.
even the people that we grew up with, that we know, that are a bit more open-minded than
Still, this is
the
extreme for them.
average Syrian person. This
Yeah.
is like too extreme for them. I'm like, when you talk like this, it's now Pride Week in Amsterdam. Like, you know what happens in Pride Week in Amsterdam. I guarantee you, like, if you show this to any person in Syria, they're gonna be like,
Of course.
"What's that?
I mean,
where are you
also,
living?"
this is extreme. In
It
the
is
sense of-
extreme.
in the sense of this is like the pushing the maybe nudity and freedom to the maximum. So, and going to a conservative society, which is 80% Muslim. So yeah, it can be challenging.
8 years ago, exactly, I think around this period, because it was Pride, but I had no idea it was Pride. It was like next week, and next week it's gonna be like the Canals Pride. So I went to Amsterdam to meet a friend, and yeah, the tram stopped at some point, and it was like, yeah, today we're not going the normal route. Everyone has to step out here. So I stepped out, and I was like still new here. It was like less than a year for me. It was 5 months, I think, in the Netherlands. And then I went down the street, and I was like looking. All the building had like colored glass. Everyone were dressed, and I felt like, oh, holy shit! What did I do? Where am I now? How did this happen? And then I kept walking, and it was like insane. I still have the pictures. It's like that was really
Cultural shock.
mind-opening cultural shock. Yeah.
But to bring it back to Syria, we were talking about like embracing our roots, realizing where we are from, where we came from. Sometimes I wonder, maybe at some point, yeah, I need to give back a little bit. I need to help this place somehow. How, I don't know now, because I just opened this restaurant. I'm busy. It's been a couple of months. I'm trying to help maybe by making this podcast, having conversation, trying to do something a little bit more than just the commercial aspect of the business. But I do wonder, oh, how can I help Syria? Because I love this place. The people are sweet. They gave me beautiful stuff. They helped me be the person who I am. In some ways or another. So when I spent like 5-6 days in Damascus when I visited in February, and I felt like, yeah, I can find the cool people that they can be my friends, and yeah, maybe in 10 years I can be back there when things are a little bit easier. There's a little bit more freedom. Economy is stronger. There's more electricity. There's more safety. Maybe then I can start this school or this whatever. But it's not for me. It's not like rolled back 100% that hey, I will never be back. This is like I want to be.
No.
So
we all want to go back.
Yeah.
Like at some point, you want to go back to a place that's kind of equal to your values and kind of respect your identity, where you can just keep growing.
Of course.
Because like when I went back, it felt like sometimes a bit sad, because like when you talk to people, like being for 14 years in war has even destroyed like their ability to have dreams. Like right now you have like what you have like bigger dreams for your future, for your family, for stuff. But like sometimes like it's just you feel like the hopeless situation there. Of course not everyone, of course not all the time. But yeah, people have like to gain that back, I think, in order to be able to proceed. And I think if we want to help them, we should try to give them that hope back.
So we help them create new dreams, and we help them like see opportunities, and that's why I feel like we need to be really strong when we come back. If we ever gonna come back, we need to bring back things with us. So we are kind of the
Definitely.
explorers.
Yeah.
You know, just like back in the days. Okay, we are tribe. Okay, you go find food. You go
With the
explore.
scouts
We are
in
gonna
Europe,
here
yeah.
trying to survive. So we are scouting ideas, scouting experiences, technologies, gathering money or whatever, and then at some point we can help with that.
I mean, it's the same. Like you have Syria, then you have like the Netherlands in the middle. Like if you want to go to the second extreme, I think Boom is a really great example about it. Because like for me at least, I have not experienced anything at Boom except but love.
Hmm.
Like if you see someone like crying or someone sad or someone that's not feeling well, like everyone are just gonna go there and try to be with them. No, this was like so emotional at some points. Like I was just sitting in front next to a girl. She was like just crying and typing on a paper and stuff. And then like I was like, "Hey, are you feeling okay?" And then she was like, "Yeah, I'm good" and stuff. And then she came and hugged me and then we talked. I was like, "Can I ask you like what are you writing?" And she was like, "I'm writing a message for myself." And
For the future, or no, just not.
I don't know. She's like writing stuff like she wanted to tell herself, but she didn't, and it was like super emotional for her. Like she was really crying about it. And then like yeah, we just started talking and then we just talked and she left and like you were able to share like really nice pure moment with someone without even knowing like my name, without knowing her name or where she came from. That was like the full interaction. It was like 15 minutes of talking and just that's it.
Yeah, Boom breaks all the nationality, religion, brings back to this kind of like we are one. I mean, it's a spiritual saying, hey, we are one.
the slogan. That's
Yeah.
we are one, and actually that's true.
It's so simple, but it's so complicated to bring it to real life, like to bring it to Syria or Netherlands or say, hey, we are one.
Here
Let's
is a
take
bit
the
in the middle,
passport
but
away.
like in
Let's take.
Syria, we really have to do that more. Like we have to give each other the chance to understand each other.
Yeah, and now we see like a lot of like problems happening in Syria, or not problems, like a little bit signs of civil war, more continuing in different ways. Maybe before it was like government against the people, now it's like people between people, in a sense, in a very like small, limited ways, let's say. But you
Yeah.
still, this concept is so much needed
Definitely.
everywhere, we'd say in the world, but especially to the Middle East, to
I mean-
Syria, to Israel, to Palestine, to like that we are one, and
we are basically one. This is like we have the same soil. Like we're living on the same grounds. Like borders are just nothing. And this was also a hard concept to understand in Europe because like you're just driving on the highway and you're suddenly in a different country and but nothing has changed. Like demographically, it's the same. Like this mountain was just in the Netherlands, in Germany, and now it's in Austria. But like it's just a border. It's man-made. It's
Yeah.
nothing.
So, because in Europe they are divided in a sense, but there's like a cool way of balancing their division, the countries,
Yeah.
and the unity. We are kind of one. So, because it's just saying we are all one, it's so complicated to like.
That's also
execute.
utopia.
Too much, too
state.
much.
You can't just
Yeah,
go
but
there.
imagine if the Middle East is like one country, مثل زمان بيقولوا بلاد الشام, like
I-
Levantine.
I think that
It's
will
all
be like
Levantine, you know.
it's
There's
gonna be
the
like the coolest place ever.
yeah, and you go maybe to the east, Lebanon, or to the west, you eat a little bit different. There's a bit mountain on the
Yeah.
instead of being like wars and all
we
this-
have the best.
we look the
stuff, like,
same.
we have the best nature. We have the best food, and yes, we have the best food. Like
Yes.
you can. I don't know if it's because I'm Syrian, but like I have tried
I
everything.
question this. I feel like I'm biased, but no, it's like the variety and the taste, and
It's just
insane.
like the flavor profile is so complex in our food, and it's just amazing.
So what do you think about what's happening in Syria?
Now,
Yeah, if you are a bit up to date, or what's are you a bit up to date? I mean,
a
it's
bit,
complex.
yes. It's just sad, and I don't know. Like I don't completely. I don't have an opinion, but like I think, like the thing is, if you now criticize, some people are gonna be like, "Yeah, where were you in 14 years?" And if you're gonna like, this is one of
Tell me
the
your
arguments. For me,
what other people what they say like
I believe like in the whole region, not only in Syria, but I believe that every life matters because like every person has a family, every person has some people who love him. So like if you're gonna die today, even if you're against me, you have your family that's gonna be sad. You have like your girlfriend that's gonna be sad. You have your friends that are gonna be sad, and every person has that. And we have to just understand this point, because like every life matters, no matter what their political views is or where their religion is. So we just have to understand each other, because there's no person that has like no love in them, I think. And we should just respect that and try like to exchange love instead of just hate.
Sounds too deep and too far away from
It's
reality.
too far away
from
from
there.
reality.
So I feel like reality there would start with something easier.
Just talk, just like be
Yeah.
able to go.
No, I meant to make it like practical. It starts there by creating government which enforces a law that is equal. Everyone is equal under the law. So it starts political rather than spiritual.
Definitely, it is.
To bring people together, no one has weapons.
Yeah.
Only the government, which government will enforces the law in an equal manner. Again, no matter what's your religion, etc., tribe, everyone is equal under the law. And to start creating election, like trying to bring some democracy.
Yeah,
Because we haven't 5 years. So I would say it starts there by this.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Because to talk to people there that are they lost their children, or the other tribe killed their children, and the other religion at that, it's so complex.
It's so complicated.
I just hope these things don't get complex to a way that becomes also like Israel Palestine. Israel Palestine is so complex that you killed me, I killed you, you killed me, killed you, and it's like looping.
It's insane. Yeah,
So,
it's
and
been going for years, and
because everyone has a story, and everyone will tell you you did this because I did this, and
this is
50
like,
years ago I did this, you did that, and 2,000 years ago I was here and you was not there.
but that's what I try telling people. Like, if you wanna start solving this, you have to change the will to revenge to the will to forgive at some point.
Absolutely. Like, we need to start like forgiveness. Yeah,
Because like if I'm gonna revenge from you, your father is gonna kill me again. Then my father is gonna get angry. He's gonna kill yours. Then your uncle is gonna kill my mother, and so on.
Yeah.
And it never stops. It's just like an infinite loop.
Yeah, we need to break this cycle of violence.
Like at some point, people have to sit together and forgive
Yeah.
each other and decide that we want to build a community together.
Yeah, but it takes a lot of strength to forgive. Like
A lot.
people in Gaza now.
Way too hard.
Can you forgive Israel? And that's hard.
It's hard.
But somehow it's kind of the only way.
But
Because
like,
if they want to fight, they
if you
will
want to think about it,
Mm.
like Israel has been. This is like very controversial. So like Israel has been there for how many years now? 70, I think.
Yeah,
Around 70
48
years,
or-
yeah. And it's also kind of unfair to say like we want to just wipe the whole country from existence, because like there are people that are born there
Yeah.
and there have been
and has
living
nothing
there,
to do with what's
and they have no other
just-
place to go.
just like other civilization will born. Like I'm born in Syria, but maybe my ancestors are from the Arab Gulf. Because also a lot
That's why this is like a super tricky situation. Like what should
millions-
we do?
and millions of people, where are we gonna like? That's why I'm also against the extreme of like from the river to the sea that Palestine will be free. Maybe controversial to say in the Arab community, but no, it's not. We are not
Yeah.
gonna.
You
kill
can't just
millions of
wipe
people.
them all.
But that's the seed of war. War exists when two opinions don't hear each other, and two opinions that want to kill each other,
Yeah.
and that's war. So war is only a translation of what we believe from inside.
Definitely.
And
that's why, like, for me,
and
I
a lot
think
of
the
people-
solution is like we should create a state for Palestine, because like these people deserve to. This is their
of
country
course,
also.
of course.
But like you can't wipe the
I
Israeli.
want to make this point. A lot of people think they are with peace, but they are with war. We are talking
They
before the
induce
podcast.
war.
They
Yeah.
induce war. They induce killing each other and massacre. But they are like in the university and they are cool.
Yeah.
We're talking
why-
before the episode about peace. It's like so simple to have peace. It's
That's
not
why
simple.
same about Syria. I think like nowadays, like I see so many people like writing political stuff, which induces so much anger on social media, and these people are in Europe, and I'm like,
see it.
why are you typing this and letting people fight on your posts while you're not living in Syria,
Not
you don't
knowing
see
exactly what's happening,
there,
not feeling, not
but you're just inducing anger, like you're just
absolutely.
making people feel angry and have more hate for each other.
And
Like,
us
just
for-
stop writing. Like,
And us
Let's be
versus
honest-
them.
Yeah.
They us.
Yeah.
Who us to them?
like for
Who
me,
are-
okay, I have an opinion about what's happening in Syria, but the opinion is mine because like I'm not there, and I'm not living
And
there.
you know that it's by like you don't know the truth 100%.
No,
You get
definitely.
some. You
I'm
get your
getting what I see.
exactly.
Like when I was living in Syria back then, I told you before
Exactly.
the episode, I was thinking, whoa, this place is the best place ever, and I don't want to go out because like my community had this sort of feeling. But when I went out and I started meeting different people from different backgrounds, from different religions, from different classes, let's say like the poor, the medium, the rich, I saw that, okay, this is not completely true. Like, I was having a good life in Syria, but like, there were so many people that were like way below poverty line and had like not even 10% access to the resources we had. And like, this is really unfair.
Yeah. I wonder, like in general, generally speaking, from my experience, always my Christian friends were richer. Like in general in Syria, I feel like Christian people are richer than the average. Would you agree? For example, you just said, in the morning you had the private school, you go to the swim, like always your life is a little bit more
it's
comfortable.
a bit more comfortable, I think.
Maybe it has this historical like.
I don't know exactly where it comes from, but I think it's kind of true.
Yeah,
And I think because like the community is a bit smaller, so it takes care of each other
support
a
each
bit
other
more.
maybe. Also,
Like,
in in terms of knowledge, you like Christian person would speak English more better, generally speaking.
it's because they prefer going to private schools.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, and then like we had a different English curriculum at school. So like we
Better
didn't
one
have
or
the
certain-
government books. We had like British books.
And I was studying in the government. I was studying Bashar al-Assad. How good he is.
We had nothing about the government in our
Oh,
English
yeah.
books.
Just propaganda.
And I have never seen like the government ones. That's insane.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Completely different curriculum.
Yes, it's completely different. Like
Yeah.
it was backpack starters was the book, and it's like from London. I think they teach it there.
Explains why you're much smarter than me.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not.
But do you want to say anything at the end? Do you want to plug anything? Do you have any message? Humanity.
I think humanity. Let's
Go to boom.
go to boom, definitely, and let's not stop having faith in humanity, and like always think about what you want to say to someone. If it makes the situation better, say it. If it's gonna make it worse, then keep it to yourself, I think. And let's just try to talk each other more and understand each other more. I think this would be my message to everyone.
I mean, amazing. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.